Hi, Parveen. Thank you so much for joining our video interview with the speaker. And thank you so much for accepting the speaker invite with the Agile Testing Alliance ABI Testing Summit happening on May 8th. So, welcome to the speaker forum. Would you please like to introduce yourself briefly, although we all know about it, but few words from you.
Thank you so much, Pallavi, for inviting me to this API Summit. I'm so glad to be part of this conference.
Thank
And
you.
yeah, just so yeah, for a brief introduction about myself, I'm Parveen Khan, and I'm a senior test engineer working here in London, UK. And I kind of call myself as a quality advocate because I like working with the teams. Mostly, like since I started my career, I've been working on the startups where I joined as a first tester and built up the QA process and talking about quality and advocating about the quality. So that's
Sure.
why I like calling myself about quality a quality advocate. And apart from that, I like sharing my stories, my experiences through like speaking at different conferences and writing blogs. So yeah, this is a bit about myself.
That's great. That's good to know. So, would you like to tell the audience about your topic, which you're wanting to talk on the API Testing Summit? What has been your experience in the world of API and DevOps? I see that your topics talks about shift left and right in the microservices world. Very interesting topic. Very interesting usage of words as well. So, what would you like to talk about in here?
I think I want to share share my own journey or my story. I can say like of how I approached this concept. I think I want to share with the audience about most of us when we are talking about testing, we are talking when we are talking about faster feedback loops or when we're talking about working in DevOps or Agile world. I think we talk a lot about shifting left, but I think we don't try to see how and what we have to adapt, or why we do need to adapt shift right as well. So I think that's what I want to really share, how my experience has been when I try to approach, trying to not everything, adapting everything, but some of my experiences of how, monitoring has helped for us as a team, testing in production, like not heavily, but some like how I plan, like what kind of test I've done in shifting right, and like all these things like feature flags and observability. I think this is the concept of shifting right, and I don't mean to say like shifting left is like waste of time or something, but I just want to emphasize that when we talk about DevOps, it's continuous testing, right? Continuous testing should involve both shift left and shift right, and I think that's shift right. Like that's where our users use our system, right? So we have to be more active and more involved in right side. So I think that's where I want to share different things about my journey within my team. I think that's exactly what audience will expect from my talk.
Okay, sure. Thank you so much for giving us an insight. I'm sure audience would be more than excited to hear you talk about the shift right process of DevOps and why is it required and how it impacts the microservices world. So, on the other hand, would you like to let us know any experience on working from home?
Yeah, it's been like over a year now, and it's been kind of a roller coaster ride, I can say, because it's like up and down. Like, yeah, initially it was a bit challenging because I had to make myself up like with my schedule. Like, I have kids around, like working, focusing, being
Right.
as productive as possible. But yeah, I think we kind of like learned hard way around that kind of like how it worked for. I think it worked differently for everyone. So for me as well, it was like pretty challenging. But now kind of yeah settled in and like yeah it's like got my hang around. But I think one thing was good is like my kids would see what actually work I do.
Great.
So that's one of the plus point of positives I can see. But apart from that, yeah, I know like a lot of us say that we don't have to travel, so that time is saved. But for me, it has been one of the drawback I can say because that was kind of my me time because I used to read my blog, listen to the music and all that stuff. Now I lost that time, so I think yeah, it's been great, but both pros and cons. But yeah, it's been good.
Okay, that's a great answer. That's the first I've ever heard that everybody has adjusted differently. And I really like that you told that the kids can now see what you're up to. And I think that's very important because I can't imagine them, thinking that what actually parents are doing in the office, why can't they be home? So yeah, that's true. So thank you so much,
Yeah,
Parveen. We look
yeah.
forward to your talk at the Agile Testing API Testing Summit on May 8th. Thank you so much for sharing your insights into your talk. So we look forward to it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much. Even I'm excited to be for May 8th to give my talk. And yeah, thank you so much. Thanks again.
Thanks, Parveen.